How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And it is pumpkin ale time. Imperial pumpkin ale time, bourbon barrel-aged pumpkin ale time in the form of Fegley's Brewing's bourbon barrel-aged Devious pumpkin ale. I reviewed their Devious last year. It was up there in my top 5 favorite pumpkin beers. I'm not a huge pumpkin guy, but if it's done right, I really can enjoy them. I forget what my final ranking was, even if I said I think Schlafly was first. Well, Maple Mistress from Saucony Creek was probably my favorite of all of last year, but it's a butternut squash ale, so it's kind of a little bit outside of that realm. So if you throw them in the mix, non-order-wise, it was Maple Mistress, Weyerbacher's Pumpkin Ale, which is getting a lot of pub lately. It's getting a lot of press, so people are starting to understand how good their Imperial Pumpkin is. Schlafly's Pumpkin Ale, which I think might have been my favorite out of the bunch. And there was also Fegley's, which gets 0 pub whatsoever, smaller distribution, but a beer that I think is absolutely fantastic in its own right, combined with it actually being a pumpkin ale. Well, this year, I don't know if they actually did it before. I think this is the first year. Decided to bourbon barrel age it, so I'm really excited to give this a whirl. It's just getting into fall now. It's kind of cold out tonight, so perfect beer. As far as what it says in the bottle, Fegley's Brew Works. Bourbon barrel Devious Imperial Pumpkin, 9% alcohol by volume, and that be it. Pumpkin ale brewed with spices, aged in bourbon barrels. Label-wise, it's cool. It's pretty much their barrel or their label art for their Imperial Pumpkin Ale, the Devious, but it's just like kind of like just straight black, real ghetto, kind of good. So let's see what this sucker has to offer. I saw that they popped this into some barrels. I believe it's the first year they did it. If not, then I'm just not paying attention, which has been known to happen. And just really excited to it. It's a weird kind of steady cork there. So I'm super excited to get this world. If I can get it open. I'll have to go with the old wine key here. Just because it is such a really good beer in general, to see them pop it in some bourbon barrel was really a nice surprise. I didn't know it was coming until they actually decided to release it, as far as I know. So yeah, let's see what this sucker has. Their bourbon barrel aged Insidious, which is their bourbon barrel aged stout, is quite nice. I sent it off to a couple of beer trades I've done with some viewers. Got some really good positive impact or feedback off of that one. Half a finger, I can smell bourbon from here. Half finger, khaki colored head, what's left of it. And in this fatty little brandy glass, I mean, it's dark. A bit darker than what you typically expect from a pumpkin ale, but we're dealing with a barrel here, so, you get a little bit of color on the edges, a little bit of brown, a little bit of almost like reddish orange. Yeah. She looks like she's barrel aged, let's put it that way. Let's get a nose on her. Oh, there's bourbon in these hills, man. Holy shit balls. We'll get to price point in a minute, but, I'm talking, this is bourbon. Just hit our shelves, so it's kind of like that weird middle ground. Like, you want to let a pumpkin ale sit really long, but put it in a barrel. Yeah, ton of bourbon, sweet bourbon, vanilla, coconut, really over the top in a good way. It's not like I'm like, ugh, this is just going to be bourbon, straight up bourbon, even though that's pretty much all I'm getting. I'm getting like almost like a sweet kind of caramelized kind of pumpkin deal off it. I think that's that mixture of the bourbon barrel kind of just blending with the beer itself. But yeah, I mean, straight up bourbon, a little bit of the pumpkin beer nose-wise is there, but I mean, I would say, 7/8 bourbon, what, 7/8, 1/8 pumpkin beer nose-wise. So, it smells like it's going to be a bourbon bob. Which, doesn't suck, but we're going to find out, so cheers. Way more even in the mouth than it is in the actual nose. In the nose, you're getting tons and tons of bourbon, sweet vanilla, a little bit of coconut, some of that kind of like what I like to call like a kind of cherry-ish kind of bourbon vibe. In the mouth, it's a nice mixture. You're actually getting this real sweet chocolatey char going on, along with the actual bourbon itself. Same thing as nose, you're getting that little bit of vanilla, not much coconut, and then you're getting that kind of like what I like to say again, that little bit of cherryness. But you are getting the actual pumpkin beer out of it. little bit of pumpkin spice that's not over the top. It's kind of cool. The char, the barrel char that you're getting off there, I'm getting is the kind of like sometimes it's over the top smoky and roasty to the point where it's almost like ashy, and then sometimes it's just a little bit underdone. This is that barrel char that I really like, that I covet in a lot of my beers I love, like your fine Mouflon, or barrel aged, or your cane barrel aged beers, or beers like that. And it's there, and it blends together well with that kind of pumpkin-y spice that kind of bring it just next level. Yeah, this is fucking awesome. This is delicious. This is really delicious. This is my favorite pumpkin beer, even though it's barrel aged. This is my favorite pumpkin beer now. Not because it's barrel aged. I know you just throw shit in the barrel. No, it's awesome. But that's not it. It's just the way everything's put together. It's done right. It's not overly sweet. Not even close to being overly sweet. I dig it, man. I dig it. This is... Let me think. This is the best Fegley's beer I've ever had. And I've had some freaking good ones. I'll say that. Wow. It's that real soft bourbon character. That soft, really soft, subtle char that just really does it for me. It's that flavor profile that I hunt for in beers. And to get it in this beer was absolutely fantastic. Rating wise, I'm going to give it a 94. I like this beer a lot. Is it really overly complex of a beer? No, it's pretty, straightforward in what it's delivering, but what it delivers in spades, which isn't a bad thing. So I'm going to go 94 overall. I like it that much. Value and availability. I don't know what good availability this has, because I've never seen it before, but I stopped at my local grocery store, Wegmans, and they have cases of this on the shelf right now at $9 a bottle. $9 for $7.50 of this beer is, we're going to take it to 11, go a little Spinal Tap on this motherfucker and say this is one of the best value beers for the money that I've had in quite some time. Just the marriage, like I thought it was just going to be straight up bourbon based off of the nose. And while there's a helping of the bourbon, it's not totally dominating the pumpkin beer in the mouth. You're getting the spices that you want to get out of there. You're getting a beautiful mouthfeel that you expect from a pumpkin beer. You're getting that beautiful char out of it. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to give it, availability-wise for me, I'm going to give it a 9, because I think I can get a bunch of it, which I'm just going to buy a whole ass load of it. And I'm going to give it a 10 on a value scale, or 11, sorry. Taking an 11 on that one. And to say this is the best, whether it be base, Imperial, barrel-aged, whatever, pumpkin ale I've had. I'm going to say that right now. So there you go. If you like what we like this. If you like a lot of those barrel-aged beers that I talked of, Cane's anniversary beers, Fine Mouflon barrel-aged, Angel Share from Lost Abbey, that kind of, not that you like those beers, because this isn't like that, it's a pumpkin beer, but there's a certain barrel character that they all have in common, and this has that going on in there. And if you like pumpkin beers, but you also like bourbon barrel-aged beers, not to be generic about it, you know what I mean, but it is a nice marriage of the two, and it's done really well. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review as much as I did. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below and like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers in all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a world-class pumpkin beer right now. I'll see you next time. Cheers.